Hello, my name is Teele Ude. I'm a dancer with Ballet Company Oldenburg. And as we spend more time at home right now and maybe trying to find ways how to move our body or take care of it, I thought I'd share a little workout, what you can do easily at home and what I do in my daily practice. So it's a Pilates workout, and yeah, you can join me. So you need a mat, and I have a ball, but you can easily use a pillow that is a little bit more firmer, or a roller, or whatever you can put between the legs and you can feel that you can squeeze it. So we start off first that you're just standing up, and I'm going to tap through all our body so we get all the blood circulation going. So start under your feet. So we have a lot of nerves starting under the feet, so you want to really open them up, go through the bones. Also get top of the knee, so all the fluids going there, insides of the legs for sure. And then go through. If you fall over, then hold on to something. Get the sides of the shin, top of the shin, the knee, the top of the legs, inside of the legs, and also sides of the hips, the stomach. Then go down with the from the chest, the sides, and really just nicely tap through all the body. You can already feel that your body is more energized, so the blood starts circling around, going both arms through. Get also the armpits, so we're opening all the nerves. Then also the back side, through the butt, try to find that lower back. The back of the ribs as high as you can go with the arms. Good, and then just shake out your arms also that you get that blood going into extremities and also the legs. So we really feel already we're opening all the energy throughout the body, and then just hop a bit. If you can't jump, you can easily just bounce, keep the heels on the floor, but just try to feel like you let all the muscles fall on the bones and they can just jump. And make sure you're breathing so you're not holding your breath. Try not to hold your shoulders. Really relax all your body. Good, and then again shake out. And then find your mat or just a blanket or towel that you can lie on. And bend your knees and go onto your knees and reach forward. And you can put just head down, forehead down. You can reach forward with the arms or just put them on the side, however is comfortable. And try to imagine you're really breathing into the back side of the body, really opening all that back up. And as you're breathing out, you feel like you're lifting your stomach a little bit off the thighs, so you're really opening that lower back. And again, breathe in, allow the backside all to expand. And as you breathe out, just feel a little lift in the lower stomach. And just go 2 more breaths here with just opening the spine up. And try to relax, so just very little focus on the breath and nothing else. And just one last time, you breathe in. And with breath out, roll through the spine. Imagine you have wall behind you. Your just head is last. You try to articulate gently through that spine. And then you're going to lie on your back. Keep that ball or the pillow close to you so you need it, that you can grab it close by. So now, when you lie on your back, try to find that your pelvis is nice and heavy. You find back of the ribs nice and wide on the floor. If they are off the floor, then place a pillow or a book under your head so your ribs can really relax on the floor. And your back of the head is nice and heavy. And also feel like your knees are just hanging down from the ceiling so you can relax the hips. So we're finding that full length of the spine. And we're going to take just 2 breaths here so you really feel you can sink into the floor. So you breathe in, allow your body to expand, especially also the lower stomach. And as you breathe out, really allow yourself to melt into the floor before we start working. So again, breathe in, allow all the back side to expand. And just as you breathe out, allow the lungs just fall to the back of the body. Let's just take one more breath here. So you're going to breathe in, and with breath out, really try to get one with the floor. Now from here, as you breathe in, you're going to gently allow the right knee just open as far as you can. Keep 2 hips. Now breathe everything out, and then the last part of the out breath brings the knee back to the center. So we're just trying to isolate. Then you go other leg. We're isolating the thigh bone from the pelvis, and breath out. Imagine like narrowing the pelvis brings the knee back. We go again. You're going to breathe in. You go as far that this hip doesn't go anywhere. Even if it's just tiny bit, it's okay. You're going to, with breath out again, feel like you're narrowing the pelvis, and that brings the knee back. And left side again. Breathing in. Allow the pelvis and the stomach to expand. With breath out, you're almost like hugging the stomach to bring back. Now you do the same thing, but you're keeping that right knee open. Then you're joining with the left leg. With breath out, right knee comes back and left knee comes back. You can place the hands on the hips as well, so you make sure that the hips are not going anywhere. So you're trying to really separate the legs from the pelvis. Really breathe out to bring that one knee back to the center. Keep that hip on the floor and the other. Just once more. So allow it to open. So you might already feel like your lower back is starting to open up. With breath out, you feel you're narrowing the pelvis, and that brings the legs back. And left side, last time, you're going to breathe in to open. And you open. Now breath out. Try not to start from the leg, but feel like you're narrowing the stomach, and that's why the knee comes up and the other knee comes up. Good. Now just place the arms by your side. Imagine your pelvis is like a clock, so you have 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 3. And we're going to go around the clock circles. So you're going to make little arch to go towards 6 o'clock, go through the 9, and then you're going to go through 12, and you're going to go 3, and find also the middle hours, the 5 and 6, the 7 o'clock. So you're really circling around the pelvis. Try at the same time to keep the knees up to the ceiling. The ribs are nice and calm. They do react because you're moving your spine, but you don't want to start it from the ribs. So they are nice and relaxed on the floor. So almost very lazy movement right now, like somebody else is moving your pelvis and you're just going with it. And then you change direction. So find that little arch. So when you're 6 o'clock, you have space under your back. And then when you get to 12 o'clock, you have no space under your back. And then you're going through that 9, then one hip is up. And you're going through. Just go one more circle this way. Keeping back of the head nice and relaxed. Knees are still looking up to the ceiling. Arms are calm. And you're still breathing, so you're not holding your breath. And then find center where you're again nicely relaxed and heavy pelvis. Now you're going to take your arms, you're going to put the elbows completely together so they are right front of your chest and they are making like a 90-degree angle. So from here, you're keeping that nice 90-degree angle. As you breathe in, you're going to open the arms, and with breath out, the ribs bringing the arms back together. Try to keep that the shoulders are away from the ears. You get already a nice stretch in the backside of the upper back. So you're going to breathe in. Now really breathe everything out. Sink in the ribs, and that brings the elbows back together. We go 2 more times. So you're going to breathe in. Allow the front side to expand a bit. Wide elbows, like somebody pulls your elbows apart. Breath out. You sink in the ribs, but keep heavy shoulders at the back so you're not curving the back. And one more, you're going to breathe in. And with breath out, ribs narrowing to come back all the way to here. And now you're going to grab that ball or the pillow and place it on top of the thighs, between the top of the thighs, so you feel like you can squeeze them together. So I like to put them between the thighs rather than knees, so I don't just squeeze the legs, but I really get the connection from the top of the legs. So from here, you're going to have the same position here with the arms. You're going to breathe in, you're going to open the arms like you just did. Now with breath out, you're going to reach the arms over the head. You squeeze that pillow and reaching, getting nice stretch in the front of the body. Then you're going to bend again. Let the tension go between the legs and then coming back. And again, you're going to open the elbows. Breathe in here. With breath out, bottom ribs go down, squeezing the pillow. Breathe in to come back, bending the elbows and coming back together. We go one more. Breathing in. With breath out, feel like the bottom rib goes towards the hips. You're squeezing the pillow or the ball and then bending and coming all the way back here and then relax. Good. Now we're going to take the back of the head. So you want to take right under your skull where the bone finishes, so the spine starts. Elbows are a little bit up so you can see them from the corner of your eyes. Now very important is that the back of the ribs are nicely wide on the floor. So you're going to breathe in, you're going to reach yourself long on the floor. With breath out, sink in the stomach, reach the elbows towards the ceiling. You're going to breathe in there. Breath out, massage the upper back really far, further than it was, back down. Again, breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breath out, sink in the stomach, squeeze the ball. Breathe in at the top, try to breathe into the mat. And breath out, your shoulder blades almost go a little bit up to the ceiling so you really can massage that spine between them back down. Breathe in as you touch the floor. Breath out again, lengthen the spine. Try to really hug in the stomach so the stomach muscles are not pumping up. And breath out, again, sink in the stomach to come back down. One more like this. Breathe into the new length. Breath out, lengthen the spine, reach the elbows up to the ceiling so your chest wants to go to the ceiling rather than towards the knees. You're going to breathe in there. Breath out, navel against the spine to come back. Let's just do one more. And breath out, hug the center, sink in the ribs, breathe in there, breath out, lowering all the way back down. Good. So now you're going to just place the ball by your side. We're going to add a little bit leg work into this. So again, find the elbows a little bit up towards the ceiling. You're going to breathe in, breath out, sink in the stomach. You're coming up here. You're reaching right arm over the thigh and the other one also. Now short in breath. Breath out, right leg comes up. Breath out, left leg comes up. Breathe in. Breath out, you're placing again right leg, left leg. Try to take the back of the head without dropping the body and you're coming back. Starting from the other leg. Breath out. Coming up. Short in breath, reaching the arm. Now main thing, try to keep the height of the body as the leg, especially when the second leg, try to have the shoulder blades off the ground. Breathe in there. Breath out again. Hug the center, sink down in the stomach, placing down. Breathe in to take the arm, and lower back down. Twice more. Breathing in. Breath out, lengthen. Reach towards the ceiling. And again, reach the arm. You want to touch that wall in front of you with the fingers. Breath out, one leg and the other leg. Breathe in there. And again, breath out. You sink down, short in breath to take the arm, and lower back down. Last time, breathing in, lengthen on the mat. So you really want to find that long spine to go circle around. Like you have a big ball here and you want to circle around that. And reaching the arm, really try to reach that wall. Breathe in, breath out, sink in the stomach. And breathing in, breath out, place the leg, short in breath to take the head, and lower back down. Whew. So you should already feel your stomach. I do. So you can have now a little squeeze with the legs, so you stretch out that lower back. Swing yourself side to side a bit. So we're opening the hips, opening the lower back. And take now one knee and the other and just gently circle your legs in the hip socket. So we're really getting also the hips nice and open and all the fluid going around also there in the ligaments. Good. And then pull once more into your chest, the legs. And then place down. Now we're going to go from here with breath out. You have right knee coming into like one table. You're going to take the left arm and you're going to push against it. So we're getting that diagonal line so your obliques are working. Now you want to push the leg into the arm and push the arm into the leg. And with breath out, you're going to slide the left leg far away. Really feel like, again, you want to touch that wall in front of you. As you breathe in, you're going to slide it back. And again, with breath out. Now try to keep that your body stays this way. So when you stretch the leg, you're not going down, but your back of the ribs stay nice and wide. As you breathe in, you're coming back. Really try to slide the heavy leg so you're not lifting it off the ground. And one more this side. With breath out, hug the center, so navel against the spine, long waist, and coming back. Place the arm down and place the leg down, going other side. So with breath out, you feel the leg comes up because the stomach, it lifts it up. Take right arm, press against the leg, leg presses against the arm. And breathe in. With breath out, you want to reach that leg as far as you can. So you're really opening that front of the hip. As you breathe in, just gently allow the knee to release up to the ceiling. And again, main thing is that you keep pushing the leg and the hand towards each other, so you're really working on that oblique line. And again, so this side is nicely moving as this one is keeping you anchored in one place. Good. And then you're going to place down. Now we do same thing, but we do it in the curl up. So with breath out, again, lengthen your spine on the wall, on the floor, and then you're going to come up as far that your shoulder blades are off the ground. With breath out, again, right knee into the knee fold. Take the left arm, press against, and this one is really challenging to reach it out. Breathing in. And again, breath out, get the all air out. Breathing in, 2 more. Breath out, sink in the stomach. Breathing in, 1 more. Good. And then take back of the head, place the leg, lower down. One last time with the other side. And breath out. Lengthen the spine. Really keep nice long waist. Left leg comes up. Take the right arm. Press now leg and the arm against each other. Keep the height of the body as you reach. Breath out helps you to keep the height. So really breathe all the air out. 2 more. Breath out. Keep the height. One last time. Breath out. Good. Take back of the head. Place the leg. Rolling back down. And relax for a second. Nice. So again, take the legs. Give yourself a nice hug. Swing a bit. Do what you feel is most comfortable for your spine here. And now take with the left arm, hug over the knees, reach the right arm out to the side, and take the legs over to diagonal. And now really reach that right arm to the diagonal, so you get a nice length through the spine and through the front also. So we're stretching out the muscles we worked on just now. Then take other side, so right arm over the knees, reach that left far away to the diagonal. Don't worry about the shoulders or anything, just see how far can you reach your body in different directions. And then coming back to the center and relax. We do one more thing on our backs here, so just to work a little bit with the feet and the thigh. So you're going to take again leg into long knee fold. You're going to from here just flex and you're going to point, and you flex and point. And you want to see that your knee and the foot, they are same line. So your foot is not going here or here. So it's really straight line. So you're checking that all the toes are coming towards you and not going anywhere else. And then you circle the foot. So now keep the shin and the knee completely straight. You're really trying to just find all the movement of the ankle. And then change direction, so you're circling. Even if it's small, but try to keep it that your shin stays where it is. And now we're going to pick the cherry. So you're going to imagine with the toes, you're going to take a cherry, hold the cherry, and then throw it to the back. And again, you pick the cherry, you hold it, squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it, and then throw it to the back. And again, you take the cherry or olive or something, and then you throw it to the back. One more, you take it, you hold it, squeeze through the toes, and then throw it away. Good, and then you're going to bend the knee. So now you want to have this line that stays really like a tree on the ground. You're going to flex the foot, and now you're reaching that sit bone down to the floor as you're reaching the heel up to the ceiling. So you don't want it to go there or there, but you really want to have this opposition, one energy going down as the other reaches up to the ceiling. And two more. And you're reaching up. Again, check that your knee stays right up to the ceiling, so you're working also on alignment. And now you can a little bit pull the leg as far as you can without lifting the tailbone off the floor, so you almost have a little arch of the back, so you're getting nice stretch into the back of the leg. And you can also stretch the other leg. And have a nice breath in here. And with breath out, let this leg go, and we go other side. So you're taking nice long knee fold. You're going to flex and you point, and flex and point. So imagine like you have a floor underneath here, so it's not going into any other direction, but you really want to get that foot nice and flat and wide. Good, just two more. So you flex, go really into extremities, so you're getting all the corners. Now we're going to go into circles, again keeping that shin and the knee exactly the same place. Try to get the hardest part, go there through as well, so you're not skipping any corner. And try to have same tempo all the way around, so you're not going faster in the places that is harder. And then changing direction. Usually the outside side is really hard, so try to really go through that as well. And now we're going to pick again the cherry. You hold, squeeze it, and throw it to the back. And you're going to pick the cherry, hold it, and throw back. And again, take it, squeeze it, and throw it away. And pick it. Usually one leg feels a little bit harder than the other. So for me, this side is a little bit more complicated. And throw it away. Good. Then you allow again this shin fold down. Now flex the foot underneath and now reach it to the ceiling and feel that your sit bone reaches down through the floor. And again, reaching two directions. So your back of the leg really goes two directions. So you don't need to get even the knee fully straight, but you want to feel the energy going two ways. So you're really keeping that hip nicely on the floor. And now stay straight. If you feel already stretched here, just stay here. If not, then just pull it as far that you can without getting into the back. So you really want to keep that tailbone nicely on the floor and the sit bone also down. And try to flex the foot so you're really getting into the back side of the nerves here that goes throughout to the foot. Good. And then just shake it out for a second. And from here we're going to go sitting. So here I do with the straight legs, but if you feel that it's difficult to sit with straight legs with a long back, then you can easily just bend the legs and put them into a long frog in front of you. But here we're going to be straight legs and open the legs. If you have a mat, then mat width apart. If not, then a little bit wider than your hips, so they're right a little bit outside of your hips. Now we're going to be here. You want to feel like from the front and the back, right under your navel you have lift, so you don't want to feel like you're falling front or you're falling back. So you have from both sides, like somebody takes from both sides the fingers and lifts you a little bit up, so really getting into that nice lower stomach. So you're going to reach the arms out, really like somebody pulls them apart. You're going to flex the feet so heels are reaching to the front, so you already feel like you're pulling yourself all body apart. Now you're going to breathe in here. With breath out, you're going to twist the body, try not to lose your length, and breathe in here. And with breath out, you're going to reach over the opposite toes. At the same time, you're reaching the back arm to the back. And again, you're going to come up and you're going to come to the center. So again, find that length through here, lift up with breath out. Now you're lifting even more up, so you feel like you're screw driving towards the ceiling. With breath out, reach this arm over the toe, reaching this arm to the back wall. And then breathing in to come up and coming center. Again, with breath out, really feel like your center is like a wet towel. You want to squeeze all the water out from there, and you're going to reach away. You're going to breathe in there, breath out, coming up, and center. Breathe in, reach tall, breath out. Really squeeze that waist. Try to make long waist. Reaching over, pull your upper back apart. You're coming up, coming center, and then relax for a second. Reach over your legs. You can bend them if you want. So we're just getting nice openness to the back because this exercise is quite challenging and hard. So you have a little relaxation. Good. We do one more thing here, sitting. So now you want to place the arms, your body's a little bit diagonal, and your legs are hip width apart, and you're reaching already, your chest looks up towards where the wall and the ceiling are meeting. Now, this is quite uncomfortable for the front of the shoulders, so if you feel that little stretch, it's okay, and it feels uncomfortable because there are nerves opening, so it's okay if it feels not so nice. So now you're going to breathe in and you're going to pull yourself all the way up to the ceiling, push yourself as far as you can, and breath out, you're calming back down. And again, so you breathe in, really pull yourself as far up as you can, so you push all the backside of the body up to the ceiling, and breath out, you're calming back. Let's do 2 more. So you breathe in, reach up, allow all the front side to expand. Calming down, one last time. You're going to breathe in, keep the shoulders away from the ears so you're not sinking down. Push also the chest up to the ceiling. And you're calming back down and relax. Good. So we're going to go 4-point kneeling now. And now you need the ball for a first exercise. So 4-point kneeling, you want to really find that your arms are directly under your shoulders. So if you look down, you should see front of over your arms. If you see the arms right between, then you should bring your body a little bit more forward. Now your knees are exactly under your hips, so you're making like a table. And even imagine that you have a table here that you want to hover over. So you don't want to sink into the table. You want to push yourself away, and you're hovering right just on top of it, but without curving the back. So you have length through the top, through the tailbone, far away. So now you're going to take that ball, you're going to tuck the toes under, and now you place it between the knees. So again, you feel, imagine, for me it helps a lot when I feel like I'm like a turtle coming out from the home, so you're really almost pulling back with the arms so you get the length of the body. And now when you do next exercise, try to keep that length. So you're going to breathe in, with breath out, hug all your organs, and that brings your knees a little bit off the ground. As you breathe in, you're gently placing down. And again, breath out. You're going to squeeze a little bit that ball or pillow that you have between your legs, and then lift it up. Try not to lift it from the legs, but really feel like you want to really hug all the organs up. and keep the shoulders away from the ears. Good, one more. And breath out. Hug the spine, hug all the center. And calming down. Just place the feet, and you can actually take this to the side. Now, you're gonna, it's called lion drinking, so it's a funny name, but it really helps to feel for the next exercise. So you're gonna bend the elbows towards your ribs, and you're gonna feel like you wanna drink from the water or the lake that is right in front of you. So you're gonna reach, to breathe in, reach there, breath out, push away. And again. So now main thing is that you're not going with the chin, you're just keeping that push away, but you're just bending the elbows. And push away, just one more. And keep the push away from the floor. Just bend the elbows and push away. Good. And then just relax your arms for a second. Again, take a nice big breath into the back side of the body. Allow it to expand. Allow your shoulders to relax for a second. And with breath out, roll through the spine. So we go back onto the 4-point kneeling. We'll do a few more things here. So first, we're going to go into cat, so we're really articulating through the spine. So find the position again, that push away, that nice long spine. You can even wiggle the tail a bit, so you really feel you have long sides. And now with breath out, you feel you curving all your back up to the ceiling. Really allow all the vertebrae open up to the ceiling. Now breathe into that space, into the back side. And with breath out, start from tailbone and then articulate the spine through all the way until you get the chest and reach it forward. Try not to break the neck. Keep the neck also part of your spine. And again, breath out, you're curving all your back. Really try to push also from the lower back and try not to fall back. Keep long. And with breath out, lengthen the tailbone, lengthen the chest. Get the top of the head and the tailbone far away from each other. Now you're going to place the right arm right front of the left, and you do this in little diagonal as well. So with breath out, you're curving the back. So now you're really feeling that stretch in the right side of the back. And with breath out, lengthen the tailbone to the back wall and lengthen the chest to the diagonal. One more here. Breath out, curving the back. Breathe into that space on the right side. Breath out, lengthen the tailbone. Really try to get that right waist really long. Then come back to the center. Check that your arms are right in the same line. And then place the left over right. And you do the same thing with breath out, curving the back. So really lengthen here. Now you feel a nice stretch on the left side of the body. Open all those back muscles out. You're going to reach the chest forward, tailbone back. One more. Breath out. The more you curve from the front, the more the back can open. So really use the muscles here to curve the back. And then lengthen the tailbone, lengthening the chest. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. Coming back to the center. Sit back, relax for a second. Again, wiggle around a bit. And now when you're down here, just walk your arms to one side, getting nice openness in the lower back. Take a few breaths there. And then walk back to the center and going also other side. So really breathe into all this curve. Imagine you're like a cat, really curved all together, so we're getting nice open back side of the body. And then you're coming back to the center, and from here, rolling up. So we do one more thing here that starts 4-point kneeling, but it goes to the side. So this can be quite challenging, so you might, but I'll show you what you can do to adjust if it's too much on your wrists. So from here, find again a nice position on 4-point kneeling. Your knees are under your hips, your hands are under your shoulders. Now again, push the floor away. The more you push the floor away, the easier it is. The moment you start being here, it gets really hard, so that your core is actually taking over and it's not much on your legs and your arms. So now you're going to slide that one leg far back, and you're going to turn your shin to the one line, and you're going to come into the side line here. So if there's too much for your hand here, you can easily be on your elbow, but you want to get a straight line then here. But I'll be here, but if you have a problem with the wrist or elbow or shoulder, then go down on your elbow. Now you're going to take this here and you want to pull this elbow up to the ceiling. You're going to flex that foot, and now you're going to reach that leg up and you're going to reach it down. So main thing is here that you really pull that elbow up, so you're taking the weight off the arm. And you go again. So you reach that leg, you want to touch that wall there. So you're pulling your body apart from the center. Keep the ribs closed so you're not going into an arch. So we go one more. And next time you're going to stay up here. Now you're going to point the toe and you're going to circle the leg. So here you want to really separate the thigh bone from the hip. The moment you go with the hip, you're going to fall over. So you feel, keep reaching that leg out so it gives you nice stability. The more you reach out the elbow, the toe, the more stable you are and stronger you are. And then change direction. Keep pulling that elbow up to the ceiling. Keep reaching that leg far away, each circle further away from you. And now you're going to reach that elbow forward, leg reaches back. And now you're going to flex the foot to come forward. And again, reaching the elbow and the foot so you're getting nice length in the front. And opening. One more. And you're reaching the elbow and the foot. And coming here. Come center, place the leg. Now place the arm, turn that shin. Coming back, and we go other side. I'll turn around so I'm not with my back. So yeah, so you really want to, from the center, you want to pull your body as much apart as you can. So we're really getting deep into the core. So find again that nice 4-point kneeling, pushing the floor away. Now you're going to slide long leg to the back, turn the shin, and from here you're going to pull that elbow up to the ceiling. So really feel also you're pulling the chest apart. Flex the foot. If you need, go down on your elbow, and now reach that leg far. So each time you lift it, feel like you want to touch that wall there. See how far you can reach. Or imagine like your leg is 2 meters longer than it actually is. And we go 2 more. And pull that elbow up so you have less weight on your arm. Now stay up. You're going to point that toe, and we're going to go circles. So imagine like you're circling and again spiraling the leg towards the wall there. So each circle goes further and further, and then change direction. Keep pulling that elbow up to the ceiling. Keep ribs closed. Now flex the foot. You want to open the elbow, and now reaching this diagonal front as the toe reaches to the back. And again. And reach. So keep, almost this hip bone wants to pop to the front. So separate the leg from the hip bone. So this is staying forward as you're reaching the leg. Coming center, place the leg, turn the shin, coming back to here, and relax. So you should really feel the turnout muscles here on the butt. So it's a nice butt workout. But it's also quite hard, but all body is involved. And again, take a nice breath into the back side of the body. And now again, with breath out, gently roll through the spine. So now we do one exercise here on the knees. So you need again the ball, you place it between the knees, and you have heels together at the back, and you have little squeeze between the heels. So we're really getting that squeeze and lift in the center. So from here, you're gonna have first arms down. You're gonna squeeze the ball, and that lifts you up. You already feel here. And now you're gonna reach the right arm up to the ceiling, and you're gonna bend over. Keep that squeeze so almost your body is separate from the navel. Breathe into that rib, and breath out. Brings you back. Let the tension a little bit go. Now again, breath out. You almost squeeze and lift. Reaching arm up. Keep it a little bit in front of you so you're not falling back. The arm is tiny bit in front of you. Now breathe into those ribs like they open up to the ceiling. And breath out. Keep that new length you discovered to come back up. 2 more. So you breathe in. Reach up to the ceiling. Long side. Breath out. You want to reach the arm where the wall and the ceiling are meeting. So not down, but you really want to like take it separate from the hips. Breathe into that. And now like a Lego, you're placing just on top of the new part. So you're really keeping nice length there. And again, so you lift, reaching over. Breathing into that nice length. So you're almost putting like a extra Lego there. So now you have longer waist, and then placing your ribs on top of it. Good. So now we have last position on the floor. We're gonna go onto our stomachs, and we start with the cobra to really articulate our spine into extension. So when you get on the stomach, you're gonna take your ribs and place them under, so you're really getting nice length in the spine. And you also want to feel that your tailbone is really lengthening between the legs, so it's like it's much longer than it actually is. Imagine it continues like 2 meters between the legs, but without squeezing the butt, but rather lifting the lower stomach, and that gives the length to the back side of the body. So now you're going to place the arms by your shoulders, and elbows are on the floor. Forehead is on the floor. So here, if you have any back problems, open the legs wider. If you don't have any, then place the legs together. So I have them together. You're going to breathe in, and with breath out, you start nose going a little bit forward, then slide the shoulders down at the back, and you almost feel like you're pulling the mat this way to come up. Keep lifting the stomach so you don't go into a push of the arch, but your stomach is lifted, so you almost pull yourself longer forward. You're going to breathe in there, breath out, again lift the stomach to pull yourself even further forward. So you almost feel like the legs are really far at the back, and you are trying to pull yourself out of them. And again, breath out, nose, then slide the shoulders down at the back. So the height here is not important at all, it's just the length. So you're going as far that you feel you're not breaking the back. You're going to breathe in there, breath out, lift the stomach, and come opposite way, even longer back down. We go 2 more. And breath out, nose, slide the shoulders down, pull yourself forward. Imagine your eyes are like on the chest, and they want to look forward and reach forward. Your legs should stay heavy on the floor, so they should not come off the floor. You're going to breathe in there, breath out, lift the lower stomach to pull yourself even further forward. Last time. And nose, then slide the shoulders. Really go through each vertebra, so you're feeling through the upper back, then you get to the middle back, and then only you get to the lower back. Tailbone stays long between the legs. And breath out, tailbone gets even longer to the back as you roll down to come all the way down. Good. This is a really nice stretch for your lower back and the front of the body. So now we're going to do also swimming, so to strengthen our back muscles. So from here, you start off that your head comes hovering off the ground. So your shoulders are down and your arms are reaching forward. Now, you're going to breathe in. With breath out, you lift the stomach, you're reaching right arm and the left leg. As you breathe in, you're placing down. And you go opposite. Breath out. Really lift the stomach like you want to lift it off the ground. Breathing in, placing down. And imagine you have like a plate on top of the thigh, so you really want to reach that plate out and then lift the leg. So you're not lifting the lower part of the leg, but you want to almost slide it on the floor first and then reach it far. Good. Now as that one leg goes down, the other already reaches up, so we switch in the air. Keep lifting the stomach. So again, the height is not important, but you don't want to go into the lower back. Keep reaching forward and back. So imagine you have like ice cubes under your stomach here. We go 4 more. Short in breath, longer out breath. Good. And then lower the head. And we're going to sit back on the heels, relax your back, and stretch out. So now really open those muscles you just worked on. Allow them to stretch opposite way. Take again nice breath. So the breath really opens up the back. So allow the big breath to go into the back of the lungs. And breathing out. Just one more, biggest breath of today. And now with breath out, tuck the toes under, push yourself up, give yourself a nice stretch to the back of the legs. You can walk the legs a bit, so you're really feeling how the heels get closer to the floor. And just stay here for a second. Feel that you're reaching the sit bones up to the ceiling, long lower back, heavy heels like they have weights on them. So you're really feeling that backside of the body. And then you're gonna walk the hands or the feet towards each other. Allow yourself to hang for a second, swing side to side. So you're really opening that lower back up. And now imagine you have a wall behind you, and you're gonna place each vertebra right on top of the hips. And we're going to do a few roll downs here actually. So you start, your arms are by your side. So you can do it also with the wall. It's really a nice feeling because then you really get that feeling that you're peeling each vertebra off. So now you lengthen the spine, bend the knees a bit so you really can focus on the spine, that you have length here, wide ribs. Now with breath out, you're peeling each vertebra off. So you have first the upper back, then you go middle back, so you're going up and over your navel, up and over, you're still lifting that lower stomach. Keep the knees bent. Now you're going to breathe in there, breath out, you start from the lower back, from the middle back, and the stomach helps you to build right on top of it. And then you're going to take back of the head, you're going to open into a little arch, and coming center. One more time. So you allow the head to come down. Then you find that upper back. Allow the arms just fall. Really go up and over like you have a ball here and you're going over it. Then again, breathe into the back side. Breath out from, like somebody pushes into your stomach to place each vertebra a little bit higher up than it was before. And you come to here, take back of the head, so your elbows are first front of you, and then you just open the elbows. And now stay into that extension a bit, so you have chest reaching diagonal there, and now you're going to keep the elbows where they are. You're just going to extend the arms, and then you bend again. And again, stay there to extend the arms. Try not to let the tailbone to go back. Keep reaching that chest far there, and wide elbows to bend. One more. So you're going to reach to open the arms, keep the chest open, and bend, and then let go, and shake all your body out. Again, hop a bit, let all the tension go that you just worked on. Shake, shake. You can again tap through the body. And then find yourself just on the floor, on your back, or on your stomach, however is most comfortable for you. And find most comfortable, most relaxed position you can find today. You can open your arms a little more or keep them close, and also legs, however is the best for you. And then just take a nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, allow yourself really just melt into the ground. And again, big breath in. Feel like you're breathing through the sides, through the toes, through the top of the head. Take all the space around you to breathe in. And as you breathe out, let all the air out so you feel like you're really just falling onto the floor. And then one last time, you're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, let also your organs all just fall to the backside of the body. Good. And then you can stay there for longer and relax completely. But I'm done for today's workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you.